Hey my glam girls, welcome back to my channel. It's Chelsea, and today I'm so excited to be doing a review on the BKBeauty True Beauty palette. First, I want to say congratulations to Lisa and BKBeauty for now being a cosmetics brand. I'm so excited for them, and when I heard about this palette, I knew that I wanted to try it, just get my hands on it because I love the BKBeauty brushes. And I was really honored when Lisa asked me to create a look for their promo video. And if you haven't seen it, you can go over to Lisa J's channel and I will link it down below. She featured myself, the Michelle Wong, and Angie from Hot and Flashy, and we all created 3 different looks using the palette, and it really does help to show the range of the palette as well. So definitely check out that video to hear Lisa talk about the palette, what inspired her for the palette, and then also to see the variations of looks on various skin tones. But today I'm going to be giving you 2 additional looks with using this palette and just sharing my thoughts and what I think about the palette. So stay tuned for all of that. But before we get into this video, I just want to say thank you so much for taking time out of your day to spend some time with me. If this is your first time here, I would love for you to stick around and subscribe to my channel and join the Glam Girl squad. And if you are a returning subscriber, well, thank you so much for deciding to come back and support my channel with all of your likes and your comments. They all truly do mean a lot to me. So let's get into this video. So here's my outfit of the day. I'm keeping it real simple with some leggings, and I forgot the brand that these leggings are from. I will link it down below if you're interested in them, but they're just standard, very stretchy, comfortable leggings that you can wear for working out or like how I'm doing on a lounge day. And I love this crop top from Target. It's got a hood on the back, and it's just really comfortable to wear on days where I don't feel like dressing up, but I also don't want to look like a total bum. I have this in olive green, and then I have it also in the cream color. And I will probably pick up another one in black because I really like it so much. But it's really comfy, oversized, and it's not too cropped. It doesn't go up too high, especially if you're someone who doesn't like your crop tops, to be right on top of your belly. So I really like this outfit just for a cute lounge. And my earrings are from Target as well. They were only $6, so I hope they're still available because I bought them a little while ago, but I love them. They're so cute. Okay, so on to the BKBeauty True Beauty palette. So if you're not familiar with BKBeauty, the brand was created by Lisa J. She's also a content creator here on YouTube, and she established this brand because she wanted to promote beauty and kindness. And so that's the theme of her whole entire company. That's what she aspires to present to us with every launch that she does have. And so inside of the palette, we have these 12 beautiful shades. There are going to be 6 mattes and 6 shimmer shades. And she wanted to create an everyday neutral palette that anyone could use comfortably. And you do have a couple of pops of color. You also have a couple of colors that will help to add a little more depth to the look. But she really wanted to create a user-friendly everyday neutral palette. And I do think she achieved it with this particular palette. It does retail for $45, and it just launched yesterday, and it is still available. So if you are interested in purchasing this palette, I will leave all of the links down below for you to check it out. The palette is going to be 100% cruelty-free and vegan. It's going to also be free from parabens and sulfates, and they're free from petroleum-based ingredients. So I created, like I said, these 2 eye looks that you see here. I wanted to do 2 eye looks that you could see the range of the palette, a very soft, kind of everyday neutral eye look, and then a little more dramatic, kind of evening inspired eye look. So for my first look, my soft and my neutral look, I went in with the shade called Love, and I used that as my transition color for this eye look. Then I went in with the shade Beauty, and I started putting that on the outer corner of the eye and really blending that into the crease. And I'm also using all BKBeauty brushes. So I initially blended the shade Love with the BKBeauty 201 brush, beautiful blender brush. And then I went in with the BKBeauty 202 brush with the shade Beauty to blend into the crease. Then I went in with the shade Amour, and I used the 206 brush by BKBeauty. It's a flat shader, but also blender brush. And I blended that into the eye look. And I like that these shimmers are actually really creamy. So you really can blend the shimmers as well as apply them and pack them onto the lid. And then I went in with the shade Glow for the inner portion of the eye and blended that into the eye look. For the lower lash line, I took the shade Beauty and I just concentrated it down here. Finished this eye look with some brown liner. I used the Eye Kohl from Wayne Goss in the shade Rich Hazel, and I applied that on my waterline, my tight line also right here on the lid. I applied it and kind of did a very, very, very tiny wing, which you really can't see with my lashes on. So that is this eye look as a whole. Very simple, everyday neutral eye look, but very easy to accomplish, and I think it looks really pretty as well. For this particular eye look, like I said, I wanted to make it a little bit more dramatic. So I went in with the shade Kind Vibes, once again using the BKBeauty brushes, and used that as my transition color. And this color is so pretty. So it looks like a muted rose, like a muted rosy lavender shade. But when blended out onto the eye, you actually are able to see it against my complexion, which I was really happy about, because when I saw it in the pan, I was like, is this gonna show up on me? Or is it gonna look kind of ashy? And it doesn't. It's a really good neutral toned, mauvey, rosy lavender shade. Then I went in with the shade called Queen. That is this dark kind of like burgundy chocolate shade. And I was able to pack that into the crease and also blend it out. And this particular shade did blend very nicely. Once I packed it onto the lid in the concentration amount that I wanted, I was able to go in and blend it out very well into the eye and create that gradient that I wanted with the color. Then I went in with the shade Dream, and I really like the shade Dream. It's just, I love the intensity with it. And I love that even though it's a shimmer, it's not overly shimmer. Once again, it's really soft. So I've actually used this shade before as a matte-like shade, and it works just well for that because it's not overly shimmery and the texture of the shimmer is soft. Then I went in with the shade Ambition, and I used that for this inner corner of the eye as well. On the lower lash line, I went in with Queen, and I smoked out the lower lash line with that. I went in with Kate, that beautiful pop of purple right here, and that's what I have right here. And then I took Kind Vibes, and you don't see this in my video clip because I decided to do this after I finished filming the video clip, but I ended up taking Kind Vibes again, which is that like dusty mauve purplish color, and I just further blended out the lower lash with that one. And that is how I created both of these eye looks. So I think both eye looks came out really pretty. I think you're able to see the diversity of the palette as well with both of these eye looks. And something that I really like about this palette as well, especially as a woman of color, I do like that the matte shades specifically do show up deeper on the skin than they look in the pan. So if you are someone who's of deeper complexion and you're kind of worried, like, are these shades gonna show up? What are they gonna look like? To me, they show up deeper on my skin than they do look in the pan. So I do think this palette will work for deeper complexions as well as lighter complexions. I'm glad that she did incorporate the deeper tones of Queen and Dream because that does help to give these eye looks more depth and, you know, allow for the palette to work for deeper complexions. Now, what I want to do, because I did do this before and I really enjoyed it, I want to take the shades Amour and Brooklyn. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I added Brooklyn in the inner corner of this eye look as well. Sorry about that. I want to take these two shades, Amour and Brooklyn, and I want to show you how you can use them as a highlighting shade. If you are lighter than me, you could just use Brooklyn alone. If you are deeper than me, then you can use Amour. If you're about my complexion, you can use both. So I'm using a BKBeauty 108 brush, and I am just dipping my brush back and forth between those two colors, and I'm going to apply them right here. And like Lisa described, the shimmers are soft enough that they can be used on the eyes as well as the face. So you get like a nice, just beautiful hint of a highlight. If you wanted to intensify it, you could spray your brush. But for like a nice kind of lit from within type of glow, you can just use these types of eyeshadows and you get a really nice, beautiful highlight. And actually got a little bit more of a glow here. All in all, I think Lisa did a really, really good job with this palette, especially with this being her first palette launch. And like I said, I think she did a great job accomplishing what she wanted. A really good everyday neutral palette that any and everyone can use to create eye looks that they like. I really enjoyed the formulation of the mattes. They all blended really nice and smoothly into the eye. And like I said, I think for me, the winners of this palette are the shimmer shades because they are so creamy and they blend very well. You know, there's some shimmer shades that you use and they don't blend too well, but they do pack a really like nice punch. And I think these shimmer shades do a combination of both. They pack a punch to where you can see them, but then they're also like very creamy, very soft to where you can create like versatility of your shimmer looks. You can either have high shine shimmer or you can keep it subtle and more soft. I know with Michelle's look, she created this beautiful, soft, kind of like rosy look with the shimmers in this particular palette. So I really enjoyed this palette. I think if you love the BK Beauty brand and you are interested in this palette, go ahead and pick it up. I do not think it's a palette that you're gonna be disappointed in, and I think you're gonna really enjoy the formulation, which is most important as well. So those are my thoughts on this palette. Let me know what you think of the eye looks that I did create. And if you're interested in any of the other makeup that I'm wearing on my face, I will list all of that down below. And guys, that is it. Thank you so much for watching, and I really do hope to see you in my very next video. Bye guys.